What's up, YouTube? What's happening? So, this video gonna be about John Travolta. Um, getting turned down for Donnie Brasco, the movie. Apparently, after he was hot off of doing Pulp Fiction, he wanted $7 million, and they said we ain't giving up that budget, so they got Johnny Depp in. Now, the interesting thing is, it would have been, I think, the first time Travolta and Al Pacino would have worked together. You remember in Saturday Night Fever with the poster on the wall from Serpico when the women on the dance floor said, "You look like Al Pacino." And then he was Al Pacino, Al Pacino. So this is pretty interesting that he had a chance. This was his big comeback. You remember, Travolta then had like these little mini comebacks that happened in the 80s. He had cooled off because once he stopped dancing and boogieing, actually it was Pulp Fiction, did a little dance routine. So teaming up with Samuel Jackson. So anyway, this one was pretty interesting that he got a chance to, you know, get opportunity. This would have been, when I think about the role, him and Michael Madsen and Al Pacino, how would that have played out on the movie? I think Johnny Depp's character was just right. Anne Heche was a bit over the top as the wife, but I think Johnny Depp's character was fresh. I don't know if John Travolta would have been as fresh as Johnny Depp was. So I think that kind of honesty, that rawness that hadn't been really touched yet, I think that's one of the things that made it work. I really do. Um, it's one of those things that when you're watching a movie, I'm going to say this. Usually, if you're playing a title character or a role of taking on someone's character, it's almost best if you have a fresh face, because if you have someone that's commonplace, it tends to kind of water it down. So I think Travolta was the right fit for it. I really do. I think that he was just the ticket that they needed to sell this movie as such. I don't know if it would have quite been pulled off without, you know. So I think that he was the one that definitely fit the bill, you know. Now, at that time, a 7 million was a pretty big deal before the 20 million club. And Travolta had hits. He went through ebbs and flows. You know, um, but this particular role, I don't know if he would have been able to pull it off. I think Johnny Depp did a good job with it. You know, especially forget about it. Because I have to really think, could Travolta have really hit it like that? Now it would have been obviously Little Italy and everything. It'll definitely fit in with the situation and the scene. But I think Johnny Depp's demeanor and playing off with Al Pacino was what was selling it. So I think that was something that would have definitely made it work. Had a little speaker thing in my hand, so forgive me for that little boom, 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 boom. But I think it would have worked. I think it would have been effective. Um, sometimes when you're looking at a film and you're trying to grasp the proximities, what will make it work, won't will make it work. You're trying to lean into it and you're hoping that the totality of it will make it balanced, because chemistry and the acting is huge. So that's where I'm coming from with that. But anyway, uh, I think that would have been interesting. Would have been an interesting vehicle. Do I think Travolta could have pulled it off? I don't know. I don't know. What do you think? You think he should have gotten a chance to do Donnie Brasco, or they think Johnny Depp was the right choice? Please hit like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another. Share it if you like, and hit that membership. Because when you do requests like this come true, stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. I'm out. Peace.